Check us out on Patreon, guys, where we're giving you the entire year now for $10.08. Over 100 videos worth of content for $10.08.
8 cents is just such a slap in the face.
Like 84 cents a month, I think is what it comes out to.
I haven't seen 84 cents in 15 years. Ever since penny candy.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. Hope to see you there.
The entire year.
What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
Shout out to the free thinkers, man. But you know we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is just, we had to, man. You know, we got Nas, we got Lauryn Hill. Didn't even know Nas was coming out with a new album.
Yeah.
A couple of y'all hit us up in the DMs. I'm like, King's Disease too.
Came out today. We're actually we're
Today,
on time.
this is something that has been a pleasant surprise for us. Nas just dropped King's Disease 1, got a Grammy for that, finally. You know, hard to believe that Nas never got a Grammy up until recently. So, and it looks like, again, we are going into this completely blind. Looks like Hit Boy is on the production for this. I know he did the production the entire album last time, so I'm not sure if that's the same thing for this entire album this time.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on, man. You know, we step out from time to time. I think if we're going to step out, it's going to be for something like this, man. Let's get into it, man. Nas featuring Lauryn Hill, Nobody.
One city, one country, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. Some place you wouldn't know probably. Yeah.
Different style for Hit Boy.
Yeah. If Chappelle moved to Ghana to find his peace and I'm rolling where the service always roaming, I'm packing my bags and going. It's a challenging act. It's a balancing act. Visit beautiful places, it's more out here than the trap. Houses in Long Island, they always found him. House in the South, a nigga barely got out. Sunny LA, remember calls with Dr. Dre. He told me, don't let the palm trees fool you, nigga, be safe. Me and my higher self, we often would speak. Somehow we lost the connection, might meet a Joshua tree. And it's been...
Don't sleep. It's true, though.
Yeah.
You know, I got some, you know, I've been out in LA before, man. When you're from the East Coast, you go to LA, you're like, oh, it's beautiful out here, man. You know, don't let them palm trees get it fucked up, you know.
I did like the way he started this too when he talked about Chappelle moving to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, and if that's the case, where the service is always roaming, he's I'm packing my bags and going. To me, I'm taking that line like he's just tired of being so connected to social media and the internet and all the buffoonery that you see on there and trying to keep up with the Joneses and this and that and all the drama that comes along with being so connected as a world. You know, I'm going there. Because what really matters
is to be nobody.
Right. Because that what really matters is front and center there. As opposed to like here, the shit that really matters, we don't really care about. And it could be perceived that we really don't care about it here in the States. Yeah. And the shit that's bullshit, you know, how much money you got to this and that and all that, we idolize those things. So I thought that was a really smooth line and really inspiring the way he said that. So I really like that.
It's sort of like a reboot too, because he said in that line, it's a challenge in that. And it's a balancing act. You know, so it's like, it's not that it would be nice to kind of from time to time be able to just unplug, like Ryan just said, but it's also balancing the fact that, I mean, this life that I'm living and these moves that I'm making are necessary and I'm living a great life, but you do need time to reflect and unplug and to again, focus on the things that really matter in life and find your peace. And this also just is in line with the whole idea of King's Disease, right? Sort of the overindulgence of wealth and overindulgence of material things. And, you can get lost in that, right? You can become self-absorbed in your own wealth and lose yourself, you know? So I think that this is just right what I expected. Production is a little bit different. I said this during the song. The production is a little different for Hit Boy. This is more of a neo-soul, subdued offering for him. And I think it's cool. It's cool. Let's keep it going, though.
It's a balancing act. Visit beautiful places, it's more out here than the trap. Houses in Long Island, they always found him. House in the South, a nigga barely got out. Sunny LA, remember calls with Dr. Dre. He told me, don't let the palm trees fool you, nigga, be safe. Me and my higher self, we often would speak. Somehow we lost the connection, might meet a Joshua tree. And it's been bothering me. Too many wavy women, gotta log out of IG. Can't be my age DMing, no kidding. It's hard to move like a civilian. I write the truth cause I live it, not like you musical niggas. We did it big and they bigots. They rather shoot than write tickets. What it feel like to go get it, what it feel like to go miss it. In one city, one country, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. place you wouldn't know probably. Some place to be nobody. My dog bought a plane, said let's go to Paris. That's where baguettes are from, French bread that's long and narrow. I like the other definition, rectangular carrots. The concept of the song is rather esoteric. This girl said in Grenada we should go get married. Broke the meaning down of the Virgin Mary. And you got your own place. My favorite part of the night when you text me that you made it home safe. I'm contemplating at the home base how I'm used to breakfast in the ghetto sipping OJ. That's a picture right there, a moment in time. Before anybody wanted a photo of mine. Before the internet energy and social decline destroyed the vibe, fooling us with the headlines, keeping us blind. Vultures eat you alive. Take heed to the signs. Wishing I find one city, one country, one state.
That line, oh man, right there when he said how I used to eat breakfast, you know, in the ghetto sipping OJ. That's a picture right there. He said a moment in time before anybody wanted a photo of mine, before the internet energy and social decline. I really love that, man, because I always talk about how the internet changed so many different things.
It did, dude. Some good, some bad. I just feel like this song in general, though, Nobody, I feel like he just wants to be an everyday average person, you know? I think you can get lost in social media and how many followers you have and this and that and all these social statuses that actually lead to social decline because the internet's supposed to bring us together, but it actually makes us further away. It's kind of the way I'm interpreting that line because it's like, by definition, social is togetherness, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, we're digitally together, I guess, if you want to say that. But technically, we're not one city, one country, one state. You know what I mean? A place to be nobody. The everyday average person. When's the last time you're going out somewhere and just people say, "Hey, how you doing?" and just spark up a conversation? That shit doesn't happen anymore. It just really doesn't. So that's kind of how I'm defining it a little bit. The whole like aura of this song is like, dude, can we just get back to some kind of social status and just being good people? You know, why do we need to, how much you make and this and that? So that's kind of how I'm into
bringing
it.
the vibe back.
I could be way wrong.
I like that though.
That's the take I'm getting on it.
Like that because he said destroy the vibe, fooling us with the headlines, right? We're distracted by nonsense, and some people will say propaganda or whatever stance you take. And you destroyed the vibe. You destroyed maybe the togetherness and the connection between, you know, human beings, you know. So love that. Insightful as always, man, from Nas. Always has something for you to kind of chew into. And let's keep it going, though, man. Let's see what Lauryn has to bring to the table.
Wanted a photo of mine before the internet energy and social decline destroyed the vibe, fooling us with the headlines, keeping us blind. Vultures eat you alive. Take heed to the signs. Wishing I find one city, one country, one state. Some place to be nobody. Some place to be. Some place you wouldn't know probably. Some place to be nobody.
All my time is spent focused on my freedom now. Why would I join them when I know that I could beat them now? They put their words on me, and they can eat them now. That's probably why they keep on telling me I'm needed now. They tried to box me out while taking what they want from me. I spent too many years living...
Rap, though. You know what I'm saying? I knew that. I expected it to come because y'all told us. You know what I mean? It would have been nice to be caught off guard by that, but y'all DM was like, Lauryn was rapping. That's all the DMs that we received from you guys. But it is interesting to hear her rap. Has she been on anything else? Like rapping like this, like since, you know, when's the last time she's rapped? Just give us some feedback on that because it's been a while since I've heard her. So let's run that back, man. I'm just taking in the fact that Lauryn is rapping though.
All my time is spent focused on my freedom now. Why would I join them when I know that I could beat them now? They put their words on me, and they can eat them now. That's probably why they keep on telling me I'm needed now. They tried to box me out while taking what they want from me. I spent too many years living too uncomfortably, making room for people who didn't like the labor, but wanted the spoils, greedy, selfish behavior. Now let me give it to you balanced and with clarity. I don't need to turn myself into a parody. I don't do the shit you do for popularity. They clearly didn't understand when I said I get out apparently. My awareness like Keanu in the Matrix. I'm saving souls and y'all complaining about my lateness. Now it's illegal for someone to walk in greatness. They want the same, but they don't take risks. Now
She's talking.
Yeah.
She's talking. The flow isn't quite, if I'm keeping it real, I like what she's saying. I like this verse. The flow is, she's getting back used to, I can tell she's getting used to rapping again. It feels like that's what it sounds like to me, at least. The flow isn't quite as prime Fuji's as it used to be. Mm-hmm. But what she's saying, man, is this is what it is. You know, the wisdom, I feel like, is there.
You know, I agree with you, man. It's like a breath of fresh air to hear her rapping, first of all. Kind of piggybacking on what you said here. But it seems like this is her, like, victory lap, so to speak. Like, oh, okay, you know, when I was out and I was speaking all this conscious shit, you know, no one wanted to hear it. But now it's almost like, you know, I'm needed now, right? I think that's exactly what she said. You know, she said, I've been focused on my freedom now. Why would I join them? And now I can beat them now, right? You know, why would I join the movement when I've already been the movement, so to speak? Mm-hmm. And then he said they put their words on me and they can eat them now. And that's why they said that I'm kind of needed now, right? That's right. All of a sudden. So now that the world or hip hop in general, I should really say, and like all these movements that all the things that really matter in the world, kind of this whole theme of this song. Oh, now you guys want to come back to me and say, oh, I'm needed now, and my word, my presence, my culture, my music is so needed now, and it was so impactful. Where was all you motherfuckers back in the day? No, I'm just joking.
They were there buying her 10 million album, her diamond album. That's what they were. No, I'm joking, but yeah, man, that's exactly where I think she's going.
Yeah.
You know, when you think of Lauryn Hill, man, it's just funny, man. I reflect on some of the things that really, some of the routes she took and some of the stances she took early on. You know what I mean? She was woke before being woke was fashionable. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think about her writing a letter to, I don't know if you remember this, Ryan. She wrote a letter to the Vatican or the Catholic, basically saying that, you know, that she was talking about the pedophilia that exists in Catholic churches, right? You know what I mean? She wrote a letter to the Vatican and they threw her under the bus, said she was wild and crazy. And she was just like, but it's the truth. She doesn't make music for white people and all this other stuff. And she really never said it. But it was some sort of radio host or something like that. You know, you guys fill me in on the history of it. But I think it was like some radio host that said that she said that she doesn't want white people to listen to her music or something like that. And that's not what she said. But it took on a life of its own because I forgot which radio personality said that.
Wow.
You know, so her standing up and standing up for what she believed in and taking these stances to try to really uplift, she was met with a lot of resistance.
And having that backstory, George, I think it really illuminates this line right here when she said, I spent too many years living too uncomfortably, right? Making room for people who didn't like the labor or wanted the spoils, the greediness, or the selfish behavior.
That's right.
That's hard. You know, it really brings that verse or that statement, that line there to life, right? It brings it to life because, like, wow, she did a lot living uncomfortably. I think it speaks to what you were saying.
Absolutely.
She didn't have to do that shit, but she's free now.
Yep.
Because I did all this, and now you guys are saying that I'm needed now, right? Even though I was before the curve, I was way ahead of the curve, and what I was speaking was the truth. You know, now I think now the world's kind of realizing, like, wow, maybe she was actually speaking the truth.
Maybe she actually was making sense. Yeah. She said, I'm saving souls and y'all complaining about my lateness. Mm-hmm. We kind of have to touch that line, right? Yeah. Like, Lauryn Hill's been known to be late for shows. Believe me, I've tried to go see her out here in Vegas at the, Brooklyn Bowl out here in Vegas, and she was late as hell. Mm-hmm. And, but when she's saying she's saving souls, her music is about, again, like I said, her music has always been about, you know, really enlightening people.
Healing,
right?
Exactly, yep.
And making sure that her people are sort of educated about the world and what they need to do to kind of get to the next level. And it's a lot that goes into that process, man. You know what I mean? She puts a lot into her performances, and psychologically have to be in a certain place to really bring that to the world in a way that's authentic and real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes, not excusing it, you know what I'm saying? Not excusing it, because, you know, people spend their hard-earned money, need to be on time. But I think that's part of what she said in the past. Like, when it comes to lateness, it's just she wants to make sure that she gives the best show possible, and it's preparation involved in all these things. So that's been a story of her career, right? It's just, you know, people are focusing on surface level shit when really there's a deeper.
She's seeing through the code like Keanu from Matrix, right?
Like the
She's saving souls. She sees through the code, you know. She's the one.
She's the one that said, "I put a motherfucker in my rhymes just so y'all can hear what I'm saying." Yeah. Right? That's she's famous for saying that. Like, I got a curse in my rhymes to get your attention, to pay attention to what I'm really trying to say.
The root calls, yep.
So beautiful so far, man. She's crushing it. I can see why this was like this is trending, you know? Let's get back to it.
I don't need to turn myself into a parody. I don't do the shit you do for popularity. They clearly didn't understand when I said I get out apparently. My awareness like Keanu in the Matrix. I'm saving souls and y'all complaining about my lateness. Now it's illegal for someone to walk in greatness. They want the same, but they don't take risks. Now the world will get to see its own reflection. And the anointed can pursue their own direction. And if you're wrong and you're too proud to hear correction, walk into the hole you dug yourself, fuck a projection.
I want to stop
See
it, but
me
it's
in my
so
freedom
much.
taking all my land back. They said a lot against me thinking I just stand back. I got my legs beneath me, I got my hands back. A lot of people sabotaged, they couldn't stand that. I turned the other cheek, I took blow after blow. There's so much crisis in the world cause you reap what you sow. When you keep what you know is meant for someone else. The ditch you dig for them, you might just end up in yourself. I'm in the secret place,
so
I keep
dope.
a sacred space. They keep showing their hands, but keep hiding their face. If I'm a messenger, you block me, then you block the message. So aggressive, the world you made is what you're left with. Pride and ego
She's
over
going
love and
crazy
truth is
to me.
reckless. Y'all niggas got a death wish, the stupid leaves me breathless.
Yo, she killed that.
The stupid leaves me
Breathless. There's so much in there. Let's let this shit ride out, because I guess that's the end of the song. But
Yeah.
we gonna talk about that.
Some place to be. Yeah,
She said it's illegal to
Ain't
walk in
ducking
greatness,
nothing.
huh?
just might have to build my own city where y'all need a real nigga passport to enter. Miss Hill, we ain't going nowhere. They gonna have to
R.I.P.
deal
now.
with us. Make them uncomfortable.
Make them uncomfortable.
Yeah, she really elevated the song though with her verse.
Yeah,
man.
she did.
Yeah,
She did.
shout out to Lauryn.
I
Lauryn
agree with that.
Killed that verse, man. At first, her flow, because I just remember, this is just from someone who remembered her in her prime with the Fugees and everything, and also even the Miseducation. Just remember how sharp, how razor sharp her flow was. I was distracted by the fact that her flow wasn't quite there. But man, when you started digging into what she was saying, just the wisdom, you know what I mean? She's a brilliant, she's always going to be brilliant. Her mind is always going to be brilliant. And you saw that in this verse, man. Crushed it.
It's so much in this verse, man. She really did take the song to a new level, because I really agree with that when you said this, that she really kind of took the song up another notch. I think the song was cool. It was kind of neo soul, jazzed out, jazzy feel, which is cool. I do like that.
Might have been a skip.
There's a time and place for everything,
Might
right?
have been a skip. Maybe not a skip. That would have been, I don't know, playlist.
But her verse woke me up, though.
Yeah.
I will say that. It took me out of the jazzy type of feel, you know what I mean? And neo soul, subdued, kickback vibe I was feeling, man. There's so much to touch here, man. One of the last things she said that really got me like, man, that was hard. She said, if I'm the messenger, if you block me, then you block the message. I think that's a powerful line, because I feel like the context in which you gave us really paints that story, right? It really paints that story like she's been the messenger her whole life.
Yeah.
Her whole musical career has probably been a one big message, and she's been blocked for so many years. But you kind of missed the core of what she was saying. When you keep what you know, but it's meant for someone else, the ditch you dig for them might just end up being the one for yourself.
The one for yourself.
Dude,
That
man.
might have been a line of the verse. That was such a great
I
line.
really love that, man, because I think that could be correlated in so many different ways, and so many people can relate to that, man, because I feel like George and I say this a lot in our journey with YouTube and the website that we're building and all that kind of stuff. Knowledge is power, man.
It is.
And I feel like the more you learn about this world and the way it works, and I can't speak for the world, but I'm gonna just say the United States, the more you learn business-wise and just in life about the way things work here, dude, knowledge is power, man. And it's so like, it's so protected. It's like no one wants to give you the answers to anything easily.
That's why they say the game is to be sold, not told, because it's valuable.
But at the end of the day, man, what are we here for, man? We should be about helping each other. And that's kind of what
Yeah.
I feel her whole verse was like, dude, I've always been on this. I was ahead of the game. And you guys are late to the party, so to speak. That's just the way that I'm taking the whole song, but especially the way Lauryn Hill kind of brought that all full circle.
It's all about just making sure that society is equal and balanced, So her whole goal was to try to get people to catch up. Like, catch up. This is the way the rest of the world is. We're catching up, man. Historically, there are reasons for us being behind. Here's what's going on. Here's what's being done wrong. We got to catch up. So when she says that, that's so important, because now it's impacting you. You don't share information. Now you are in that same hole, right? You know what I'm saying? That your people, where you come from, people who look like you can't seem to get ahead. When you can't get ahead in corporate, or you can't get ahead in this job or that job, and you don't see people that look like you on your way to the top, there's strength in numbers, right? You guys can sort of make way and be a force to be reckoned with, and beast your way into, you know what I mean, relevance, right? So that's her whole goal, man. That's what, like Ryan said, that's always been what she's always been about in her music, man. And it's just funny, like you see, I think social media, to what Nas was saying, and social media led to social decline, has really painted the picture and really brought it to life, right? Illuminated the fact that this society is blatantly in your face, that there's been some of these issues he's talked about cannot be denied.
Yep.
She said now it's illegal for someone to walk in greatness. They want the same but they don't take risks from a artistic standpoint. You know, the artists that take risks reap the rewards for taking those risks, man.
Yep.
You know, and as opposed to what? Copying, pasting, and copying what every other artist is doing. You want to be great. You want to be looked at as great, but you're not applying yourself. You're not taking risks. You're not trying to be innovative. And you expect to just somehow reap the rewards of getting the same level of respect that she gets. You know what I mean? She had to bare her heart, bare her soul in order to get, you know what I'm saying, in order to get the type of love she got. The Miseducation was like a monumental album that came from her heart. Not just, oh, this is the hottest trap beat or the hottest sound at the moment. So it's just interesting. That's what that line is doing to me, man. So brilliant verse, man. We didn't touch every line in here, but there's a lot in here, man, that I think we'll go back to and still get jewels from. But her verse alone is what made this song playlist for me. Because had it not been her verse, I'd have been like, it's cool. And Nas is Nas. Nas is always going to deliver. I love neo soul. I listen to neo soul is one of my favorite forms of music. Nothing but my neo soul bag is crazy. Just so you know, Dwele and all these guys, man, it's crazy. But I do think the beat was kind of even bland, even from my taste in neo soul. So her verse elevated the song, man, made it playlist. Shout out to them.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to everybody that requested that one, man. Let us know how King's Disease is sounding, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll do another joint off of that. We'll see. That's it. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan, Lost in Vegas.
We out.
We out.